day to every one of you. You know already our mission and our vision, which is, the mission is very simple: extraordinary professional, heroic professional. That is our mission for you and mission to you. Our vision is very simple: next big thing, NBT. And we have shared to you our core values. We have only two: DO, do, discipline, and ownership. Now, today, what I would like to discuss with you is a totally different, concept which you will not see in other companies. What is this concept? We call this as PBS, Pajamas Brand of Service. Pajamas Brand of Service is similar to core values, but we use this Pajamas Brand of Service in executing things when we are applying our work or implementing our work on a day-to-day life. What are the Pajamas Brand of Service? There are only 4 Pajamas Brand of Service. Number 1, R, relationship. Whenever we go to the office, we ensure, and as much as possible, we talk to our superior, to other people, say, hi, I'm here, I'm present. Always talk to other people, at least at the beginning of day, at the end of the day. May konting paalam lang, hi, pakita ka lang, I'm here. Kahit konting smile lang. That's part of relationship because you communicate to other people. Now, one of our requirement for the relationship is you as a staff or as a personnel or as a member of our family, you are actually required to discuss and present to your superior your daily accomplishment, daily achievement every day. You are required to discuss that one because that is part of relationship. We nurture relationship by talking to other people, and when it comes to staff, subordinate, and superior relationship, we normally require the staff to discuss the daily accomplishments or daily achievements to the superior, and that is how we nurture relationship. That is a requirement now of our firm. Hindi lang yung i-email mo siya end of the day. You are required to present every day, last 30 minutes or last 15 minutes of the day, present to your boss, to your superior. Ano ba ang na-accomplish mo ngayong araw? Ano ba ang iyong plano bukas? Maybe in some other areas, pag nagdi-discuss kayo, meron kayong ma-encounter, sir, kasi meron kaming, issues, may findings kami, etc., etc. You can always add to that. You should discuss that to your superior. And if you have a client, you should discuss that to the client. That is how we relate to the client. Nagkakaroon tayo ng relationship sa client by everyday discussing the accomplishments that we had for the day. Yung accomplishments na yon, after natin ma-discuss sa kliyente, 30 minutes before tayo umuwi, sasabihin natin, ma'am, this is what we have accomplished for the day. These are the issues, these are the pending matters. By tomorrow, I would like to seek your support to get all these documents. After discussing, and then after talking with the client, what will you do now is, you key that in sa ating system, and then the system will automatically email to the client the minutes of meetings on what you have discussed. Again, as part of relationship, the best way to have relationship is to have a daily, constant, persistent, consistent interaction with your boss and with the company or with the client that you are in. That is relationship. Number 2, O. O means options. In every issue, in every situation, in everything that we are in, we always have options. Anong ibig sabihin ng options? Say for example, you are assigned in a company or you have a work right now. Ang objective mo is ganito. Paano mo ma-achieve yung objective na yon? You have options. Sabi nila, there are 1,000 ways to kill a cow. So, maraming paraan. So, kung ito yung objective mo, maraming paraan para marating mo yon. And from those paraan, from those options, you will decide what is the best option. So, how will that apply to our daily work? Kasi for example, meron kang problema sa kliyente, or meron kang problema sa office, sasabihin ng, ma'am kasi wala pa kasing dokumento na ganito. So, you will ask now, in the absence of this document, with this issue, ano ba ang options natin? And normally, options should be 3. Pwedeng ito, option number 1, option number 2, or option number 3. And there are 3 types of options. It could be legal, strictly illegal, and the in-between, which we call as gray area. Obviously, our firm and our company would always go for what is strictly legal. Normally, our decision is based on the strictly legal, and take note of this one. Every decision that we make answers this question. Which of these options answer the mission and the vision? If you will notice, in every decision making, me being the founder of the company or being the head, hindi kinakailangan na naandyan ako parate para sa mga desisyon, para sa mga options sa problema. Pag may problema, may challenge, may issue, think about what are the options, and then from the options, think about which one will best answer the mission and the vision. Kahit wala ako dito, kayo, kaya nyo mag-decide, saan ba dito ang, mas makakasagot sa ating mission and vision. To make the story short, tayo here, as part of the company, we do not put other people on a dead end. Bigyan mo kayo ng sample. Common na problema. Sir, wala pa kasi itong dokumento na to. Sir, may traffic. Sir, hindi pa dumating si ganito. Pag hanggang ganun lang ang statement, the problem now is, we are on a dead end. The question now is, what should we do? And when we answer that question, what should we do? We begin to ask, what are the options na pwede natin gawin? At least, hindi tayo dead end, parati lahat ng problema natin may solusyon. So that is Pajamas brand of service number 2, which we call as options. RO. So we go now to the third Pajamas brand of service, which is C, communication. Communication, C, is the most critical of all problems that we have. That is the critical solution. Why? Through communication, we can solve everything. When we stop communicating, it becomes blurry or dark. I'll give you one example. Ang boss mo nag-text sa'yo, hindi ka sumagot. What will happen? Diba, yung recipient or yung nag-send ng message, diba nag-aantay siya? At pag hindi tayo sumagot, yung nag-text or yung nag-initiate, nag-send ng message, nag-aantay sa atin, nagagalit na. Hanggang sa tumagal, nagagalit na. That what happens when there is no communication. Communication is very important. Our policy here is answer all emails within 5 minutes that you see it. Within 5 minutes. For example, may email si ganito. Reply mo na kaagad. Pag-reply mo, acknowledging receipt of your email. And then, reply ka. Whatever you can reply on, as long as you reply. Kasi kung titingnan mo, which one will you do? You have options. Option number 1, you will not reply. Option number 2, you will reply after 24 hours. And option number 3, you will reply within 5 minutes. Which of the 3 is the best? You know the answer. The best is very simple. Reply within 5 minutes. We have a policy of replying clients, contacts, or anybody within 5 minutes. Even in text, even in call. Pag hindi, kunyari, nagdrive tayo, or minsan nasa jeep tayo, nag-ring, hindi natin narinig. Nang makita natin, text ka agad. Oh, tumawag pala si boss, ganito ganyan. Or tumawag pala ang kliyente, or tumawag pala ang HR. Text ka agad. I'm on jeep, I'm traveling, I'm riding or something, I'm driving or whatever. Kinakailangan mag-reply agad. That is how we do communications, because communications opens opportunities. Communications also resolves problems. Now, sabi ko kanina, communications, pag ginagawa natin yung parati, that is the most critical factor for success, and that is one of our secrets in closing clients. Pag nag-email, nag-inquire ang kliyente, we reply with as fast as we can, within 5 minutes, within 10 minutes after we saw the inquiry. And our policy is to reply and give a proposal within 24 hours. Pag ginawa natin yun, yung kliyente bumibilib sa atin, we're very fast, we are very good in communication, we give feedback kaagad. That is our secret. Kaya tayo successful, communication. Also, communication will resolve any heated argument or anything na nag-aaway kayo, yung kliyente, alam mo, yung galit na boss mo, yung counterpart mo sa HR, sa accounting, galit na galit, you know what? When you communicate, lahat na-resolve. Lalo na kung mag-communicate ka with a smile. Okay? Communicate with a smile. Honestly speaking, I'm not like that. Di pa ako pala smile. But now I'm smiling. Nagtuwatawa pa ako. Just to show to you that communication is the most effective way to resolve issues, to resolve everything. We will not put the other person in the dark. In fact, we can resolve any kind of problem and at the same time help, deliver the quality service that other people, clients, or anybody deserves that they will get from us. Okay? So that's number 3, communication. Now we go now to number 4. Number 4 is H. That is humility. Take note. Relationship, options, communication, and humility. Roach. Of all these 4, humility is the hard to do. It is not only the hard one to do, but the hardest to do. Why? You know what? Observe other people. Observe yourself. Observe your parents. Observe other people in your office, in our office. Humility, is always not done and always violated. Bakit? I'll give you one example. Punta ka sa supplies room. Pag pupunta ka sa supplies room, nakita ka doon ng kalat. Tapos, yung hinahanap mo sa supplies room, hindi mo makita dahil sa kalat. So ngayon, tatawagin mo ngayon yung in charge sa supplies room. Being the boss, sasabihin mo, 10 lang kung ikaw ang boss, bakit makalat dito? Take note of this. Ano ang sasabihin ng person na kausap mo? Sir, kasi ganito ganyan. Sir, kasi ganito ganyan. Humility means accepting fault, accepting defects, accepting errors, accepting every kind of mistake that we do. Do not point finger to other people, but accept that, hey, you know what? It is my fault. I will correct that. That is the normal tendency of people na magturo sa ibang tao because they don't want to blame themselves. And that is the most difficult part of being a human being. Accept something, accept a mistake which you have done. Tumingin kayo ngayon sa paligid nyo, obserbahan nyo lahat ng tao. We even blame other people, we blame things, we blame traffic, we blame economy, we blame other people for not being successful. Hindi tayo successful. Sinasabi natin, kaya ganito ang itsura ko dahil yung nanay ko, kasi wala kaming pambili. We tend to blame things to other people, to other things. Humility is is as simple as accepting things as they are. Accepting mistakes, accepting errors, recognizing them. Because the best way to grow is to accept that you have deficiency, to recognize that you have a deficiency, to recognize that you made mistake. Because only recognizing, only by accepting, that when you accept that you are the ones who caused that error, that mistake, that is only the time that you can correct it. That is the only time that you will be able to improve it. And take note what I said earlier. You cannot control other people. You can only control yourself. Myself. I can only control myself. That is why humility means really accepting my mistakes, accepting, everything, instead of pointing it to other people. But there is a certain level about humility. Humility is not only accepting your own mistakes. The most difficult part of humility is accepting mistakes of other people, taking responsibility of that. Ang tawag sa kanila, ito yung mga bayani. Alam mo yan? Ito yung mga kasalanan ng ibang tao, aaminin nila, Sir, kasi kasalanan ko po yan, kasi ganito, ganyan. Take note that humility should be something coming from the heart. Bakit? If you accept the fault of other people, take responsibility to protect that person, it is not coming from the heart. It's not coming from the heart. Because, bakit? Kasi hindi mo siya tinutulungan. Ang magiging effect sa kabilang tao, you know what? Magiging spoiled siya kasi inaako mo yung mistake niya. That is the sad part of protecting other people, accepting mistakes. That is not the kind of humility that I am telling you. The humility that I am telling you is basically protecting other people when they are on the right one, accepting their mistakes, and doing something to correct that mistake together with that person. Ang punto ko dito is very simple. When you accept mistakes for other people, ensure that the other person will learn from that mistake. Ituro mo sa kanya paano i-correct and para next time, hindi na maulit yung mistake. You know what? I have children also. You know what? Pag nagkakamali sila, sasabihin nila sa akin, Daddy, kasi si Kuya, Daddy, kasi si Ate, ganito yan. You know what? I have only a very simple rule. Do not blame it on other people. Pinaparecite ko sila. I admit, ulitin ko lang. Follow me. I admit, it is my fault. I will not do it again. I admit, it is my fault. I will not do it again. I will improve moving forward. That is how to become extraordinary with this four. Because having humility is basically, if you are here now, you improve by tomorrow. You improve tomorrow, you improve tomorrow, you improve tomorrow, you improve tomorrow. Accept, correct, improve. Okay, so take note. The Pajamas brand of service is for ROCH, relationship, options, communications, humility. I hope you enjoy watching this video. If you have questions, just text me. Thank you very much and bye-bye.
Brought to you by Professionals of the Future.